Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. The morning sun cast a golden hue over the sprawling estate as Amanda Sinclair made her way to Kane Ashby's office. She had been reviewing the case files, and something didn't sit right. The pieces of the puzzle weren't aligning, and she needed answers today. As she approached the door, she noticed a faint light slipping through the crack. Pushing it open, she was met with the sight of Kane hunched over a desk, his eyes fixed on the computer screen. The room was dimly lit, save for the glow of the monitor. Aristotle, Amanda began, her voice steady but laced with concern. "What are you doing?" Kane straightened up, his face a mask of composure. "Just reviewing some footage," he replied nonchalantly. At Amanda's eyes narrowed. "Footage? At this hour?" He hesitated, then gestured to the screen. "Security footage from the night of Damien's death." Amanda stepped closer, her gaze flicking to the monitor. The timestamp on the video indicated it was from the critical time frame. But as she watched, the footage suddenly glitched, freezing for a split second before resuming. "That's odd," Amanda muttered, more to herself than to Kane. "The footage shouldn't be malfunctioning." Kane stood abruptly, his chair scraping against the floor. "It's probably just a technical issue," he said, his tone defensive. Amanda crossed her arms, her suspicion growing. "Or someone tampered with it." Kane's eyes flashed with irritation. "Are you accusing me?" "I'm not accusing anyone," Amanda replied calmly. "But I need to know the truth. If there's something you're hiding, it's better to come clean now." Kane met her gaze, his expression unreadable. After a tense silence, he spoke. "I didn't delete anything. But if you're suggesting I did, maybe you're the one who's been covering up the truth." The accusation hung in the air, thick with tension. Amanda took a step back, her mind racing. Could Kane be hiding something? Or was someone else orchestrating this? Later that day, Amanda convened with Kane in the security room. The walls were lined with monitors displaying various angles of the estate. She had requested access to the backup footage, hoping it would shed light on the missing segment. Kane operated the controls, bringing up the relevant footage. As they watched, Amanda's brow furrowed. The backup footage was intact, but the critical moment, the one where Damien Kane was struck, was absent. "Where is it?" Amanda asked, her voice tinged with disbelief. Kane glanced at her, his face pale. "It was here earlier." Amanda's mind raced. If the backup footage is gone, then someone deliberately erased it. Kane's hands clenched into fists. But who? And why? Amanda paced the room, her thoughts swirling. "We need to find out who had access to these systems." Kane nodded, his jaw tight. "I'll get a list of everyone who had clearance." As they delved deeper into the investigation, they uncovered a troubling detail. Carter, Kane's assistant, had been in the vicinity during the critical time frame. His alibi was shaky at best, and his access to the security systems raised red flags. Could Carter be involved? Amanda mused aloud. Kane's face darkened. "I don't know. But I intend to find out." The next day, Kane and Amanda arranged a meeting with Carter. The young man appeared nervous, his usual confidence replaced by unease. "Sit down, Carter," Kane instructed, his voice firm. Carter complied, his eyes darting between Kane and Amanda. "What's this about?" Amanda wasted no time. "We need to know your whereabouts on the night of Damien's death." Carter swallowed hard. "I was in my room, asleep." "Can anyone vouch for that?" Amanda pressed. Carter hesitated. "No. I was alone." Kane leaned forward, his gaze intense. "Did you have access to the security systems?" Carter nodded. "Yes. I have clearance." Amanda exchanged a look with Kane. "Did you delete any footage?" Carter's eyes widened. "No. I swear I didn't." Kane studied him for a moment, then spoke. If you're lying, Carter, this will end badly for you. Carter's face paled. I'm not lying. I didn't delete anything. Amanda wasn't convinced. Then why is the backup footage missing? Carter shook his head, his hands trembling. I don't know. I didn't touch it. The room fell silent as Kane and Amanda processed the information. If Carter was telling the truth, then someone else had tampered with the footage. But who determined? To get to the bottom of the mystery, Amanda and Kane expanded their investigation. They interviewed staff members, reviewed access logs, and examined security protocols. Slowly, a pattern began to emerge. It appeared that someone with high-level clearance had been accessing the security systems during the critical time frames. The logs pointed to an individual who had been acting suspiciously in the days leading up to Damien's death. Amanda's heart sank as she connected the dots. The person in question was none other than Lily Winters, Kane's ex-wife. Lily? Kane exclaimed, disbelief evident in his voice. Amanda nodded grimly. It makes sense. She had the motive, the means, and the opportunity. Kane shook his head. No. Lily wouldn't do this. We can't ignore the evidence, Amanda insisted. We need to confront her. The confrontation took place in the garden, a serene setting that contrasted sharply with the tension between the two former spouses. Lily, Kane began, his voice steady but filled with emotion. We need to talk. Lily turned to face him, her expression guarded. About what? About Damien, Kane said. We know you had access to the security systems. We know you deleted the footage. Lily's eyes widened, but she quickly masked her surprise. That's a serious accusation. It's the truth, Amanda interjected. We have the evidence. Lily's gaze flicked between them, calculating. And what are you going to do about it? Kane took a step forward. I'm going to make sure you pay for what you've done. Lily's lips curled into a smirk. You think you can stop me? Amanda stepped in front of Kane, her stance protective. We have the law on our side. Lily laughed softly. The law? You think the law can touch me? Kane's jaw tightened. You underestimated me, Lily. The tension between them was palpable, each word a challenge, each glance a threat. As they stood there, the weight of their shared history and the gravity of the situation hung heavily in the air. In the days that followed, the revelation of Lily's involvement sent shockwaves through Genoa City. The once respected businesswoman was now the prime suspect in a high-profile murder investigation. Lily's arrest was swift, her assets frozen, and her reputation tarnished. The community was divided, some expressing disbelief, others vindication. Kane found himself at the center of a media storm. As the former husband of the accused, he faced scrutiny and questions about his own role in the events leading up to Damien's death. Amanda stood by his side, offering support and guidance. Their professional relationship had evolved into a personal one, and together, they navigated the challenges that came with the case. As the investigation continued, new evidence came to light, pointing to a larger conspiracy involving several influential figures in Genoa City. The case was far from closed, and the implications were far-reaching, but for Kane and Amanda, the journey was just beginning. They had uncovered a web of deceit and betrayal, and now they had to decide how far they were willing to go to uncover the full truth.